Congratulations, you are almost ready to present your speech. The last and final portion of creating your speech is coming up with your speaking outline. Now you've already created your preparation outline, and this speaking outline is what you're going to use to deliver the most amazing extemporaneous speech that can be delivered. There are two types of outlines that speakers use when developing their speech: the preparation outline and the speaking outline. Today, we're going to focus on the speaking outline. Now, this outline is not a word-for-word transcript of your speech. Instead, this is the outline that you bring up to the podium, much like your note cards. This outline will use keywords and phrases, personal abbreviations, delivery notes like breathe, look up, etc., and also include the introduction, body, and conclusion of your speech. Remember, the speaking outline is a keyword outline structured in the exact same format as the preparation outline. This will help the speaker deliver an extemporaneous speech. So let's talk about some tips for creating a successful speaking outline. Much like the preparation outline, for the speaking outline, it's important to use a consistent pattern of symbols and indentation. For your main points, you'll still use Roman numerals. For your subpoints, you'll use uppercase letters. For your sub-points, you'll use Arabic numerals. And for your sub-points, you'll use lowercase letters. Also, you will keep the same indentation pattern, that stair-step pattern we talked about in the preparation speech, for your speaking outline. The reason you do this is because when you are up at the podium or in front of the audience that you're going to speak with, when you look down at your notes, you want to have it easily identifiable. What is a main point? What's a subpoint and a sub-subpoint? If all of your notes are just squished to the left-hand side or are centered, it's really hard to quickly decipher where you are in a speech. It's also really important that your speaking outline does not use full sentences. For your preparation outline, you're only going to use keywords and phrases. All of your main points and subpoints should only be in keywords and phrases, except for important quotes. Those important quotes are quotes that aren't too long, but you want to make sure that you get them exactly right. If you're quoting other things in the speech, it's really helpful to paraphrase what other folks are saying. Just use quotes that you read sparingly in your speech. You don't want to have too many of those. Here's a look at a sample speaking outline structure. So, much like the preparation outline, you still have the introduction, body, and conclusion designated. And you still have the four components of your introduction. The body still has main points identified differently than the subpoints and the sub-subpoints. And your conclusion still has the two concluding components, the summary and the concluding remark. One of the things you will want to do is add delivery notes to your speaking outline. So notes like look up, take a breath, or even pause to remind you about important delivery styles to add to your speech are really helpful in your speaking notes. I also share with students that including color is really helpful. So using highlighters or highlights, colored pens, or any other techniques to help you remember your speech and keep your place during the delivery of your speech is really important. The other pro tip is try to handwrite your speaking outline. There's something about handwriting your notes using color or using the highlighter that really commits those notes to memory, and it's an easier transition from writing it down to actually speaking the words that you want to use. Congratulations, you are finished with the speaking outline. Now let me just share this. The speaking outline is messy, and you should have about 4 or 5 versions of the speaking outline before you get to the actual final speaking outline that you're going to use for the speech. There should be crossouts and smudges and one version that doesn't work and then another version and another version. So the speaking outline is not just a one and done, but instead it's this ever-changing, morphing idea. When I see your speaking notes, what I'm looking for is that you don't have your entire transcript of your speech written down, that you are using the proper indentation and outline mechanism, and also that you're writing down some speaking notes, maybe using color. But spelling doesn't matter to me, grammar doesn't matter to me, or any of those other things. These are really a personalized capture of your notes. So good luck.